Hey guys, and welcome to the third part of this startup series in which we're building a landing page in Social Tracker MVP. This is the third part in which we already have built the landing page, and I hope you followed along till here. And it's now time to start promoting and tracking actual users on those pages. And the goal of that is obviously to see whether people are actually going to the final step and leave their contact details. If not, whether we should iterate the value proposition and test something differently. So for this part, I'm going to assume that you have no big email list or big advertising budget. We're just going to go onto organic posting. We're going to use social media accounts. Everything will be for free. So all you need is your LinkedIn, Twitter, Reddit, whatever social media account is applicable to your particular target audience. And we're going to see if we can attract some traffic from those places. Okay, so we're now at a stage where we have our website ready. We have a simple landing page with the value proposition, a pricing page to test the significance of the problem, and a lead capture form for anybody that actually follows our entire flow. So this should have been the easy part. The hard part is now promoting this particular page, and especially promoting it to people you don't already know. So you don't want to get any fake data for friends that say, oh yeah, this is great. We actually want to tap into new audiences, people that we don't yet know, just to see how difficult it will be to tap into those channels. How difficult will it be to grow this particular product? So what I recommend is first doing it on free channels, so the organic way, and then once you see a little bit of response, maybe try spending a little bit of advertising money. And with a little bit, I literally mean just do $5 or £5 per post for a few days. So maybe spend $50 and then see how many people you actually can get signed up. So for this particular tool, this is probably targeted at digital marketeers, business owners, entrepreneurs. So let's say we go into Instagram and then just follow the hashtag entrepreneur and then go into one of these top posts, and instead of messaging the people that are here, let's actually comment on some of these comments, get in touch with those particular people. So we can just open those accounts, follow them, comment on their account if it's not private, send them a message, hey, how are you doing? Do you have a few minutes to give me feedback? I'm working on this new tool. I think you might find it interested. Here I can give you a free Instagram report to track your analytics. So as you have a free plan, you can actually give people free value, and that's what you want to do. Similar on LinkedIn, you can say, hey guys, let's say something like this. Hey guys, I've been working on this social analytics tracking tool. Let me know if you're also always manually tracking your stats. I can hook you up with a free report on your social accounts. Here's the link to see what I mean, or to read more, and then just put the link in there. What you should realize is that it's not like a one-shot right into the bull's eye. This might not get any likes, any comments, any clicks. That's why I say this is the hard part. What you should do is fine-tune your messaging. Figure out what works for what platform. If you go on Facebook and you go into Facebook groups, what should you put there? If you go into Twitter communities, what should you put there? If you go into Reddit communities, what can you put there so that you don't get kicked out of those communities? Don't be a spammer, don't be a salesman, provide value. So here's where the branding and marketing comes into play. What value can you provide to these communities to get their attention so that they actually consider going to your platform? So that's then a next step, and we might cover a few ways how we can do that in future videos. But for now, I just wanted to emphasize, go the organic route first, actually hustle it out, DM as many people as you can, but don't be a spammer of hey, I built this, you have to check it out, sign up now. Actually see whether they need it. Tell them why they would need it. Give them a free report, give them free order value, give them tips, give them advice. anything to be helpful to the people that you're trying to serve. If you're not yet part of the community that you're trying to tap into, definitely start becoming part of it. As you, as building that brand within those communities is probably the strongest thing you can do, especially once you start facing competition, because advertising is something that everybody can do. It's very easy to just pump money into Google or Facebook ads, but reaching people organically and having them spread the word for you is very hard to achieve. So trying to figure out the right messaging and the right way to engage with the community is what you should start from day one. And whatever people say, there's no handbook or set of rules that you can follow to do that. The only true way to try and do that is by actually doing it. So just try it out, go into your Instagram DM, start messaging these people, start posting on Facebook every single day, become part of all these different communities, these subreddits, these Twitter chats, the Facebook groups, the LinkedIn posting. Try to do everything and then see what works best, what gives the best response, what gives you the least amount of time invest so that it keeps a bit efficient, and then see what channels actually lead to the most signups. So one way to do that, just to show you quickly, is we have this tool from Google, so that you can see it in Google Analytics. So let's make sure you set up your Google Analytics account for free on your Landingi or landing page builder. So to do that, simply Google Landingi Google Analytics, or search it similarly for any other tools. So there is this integration. You can just follow that. I'm not going to show you. It's just installing the tag. It's like step by step. What I do want to show you is this UTM URL builder. So there is this campaign builder in which you can track URLs. So let's say this is the URL we're sending people to. Put that in there. And then the source is Instagram. DM, campaign name doesn't really matter. Let's say we have a particular message that was sent, so we say free report. If we then copy this link or send a shorter version of it, copy the link or send a shorter version of it, then we can track actually where this traffic came from in Google Analytics. And this is exactly what we want to do, because then we can see, okay, even though we got 100 people from LinkedIn, only one person signed up. We got 20 people from Instagram, but 20 people signed up. Obviously, there is a difference in like conversion rates. So you want to try and figure that out. So use this kind of URL tracking. Very important. Okay, and then the last part, let's assume we've got a lot of leads already. So a lot of people went here, clicked the plans and pricing, and then they also clicked get access. They filled in this form. So they get here. So you now have their leads, you have their email address. Let's say a lot of people did that and you're like super excited. There's a lot of interest in your product. Let's now send them like an MVP. So how can we quickly build something that actually gives them the value, that looks very real? It is actually real, but it's not like the full-fledged SaaS product that we might build in the end. So I'll show you a way to do that in the next video. I'll see you there.